Hostiles inbound. Let's hit the ground running.
Hello and welcome to a first impressions video on Call of Duty for this year's installment. So, Call of Duty Infinite Warfare. What do I think about so far? Well, here are my first impressions. It's another Call of Duty game. It does Call of Duty well, and nothing really else. That's pretty much it in a nutshell, and I could probably end the video here and now, just on that sentence. Pretty much, this is Call of Duty. It does Call of Duty well, it does nothing else. I haven't had any problems when it comes to this game. Well, not really. This game does Call of Duty well, and that's it. There is nothing that stands out that they do differently, or is different in this game. In many ways, this title feels like Ghosts. It's a Call of Duty title that does quite well at what it does, but it just does that. There is no groundbreaking innovation or anything completely different. It's just Call of Duty, and they've done a very good job in rendering Call of Duty in the formula that they set out to begin with. What I will say though is there are some little niggles I do have with the game which are currently a little bit of a concern, and I will go over them further now. First of all, the matchmaking is bugged. There is something wrong with the matchmaking, and there is something wrong with the networking code as a result. I honestly believe most people that are blaming time to kill really haven't even looked at the ping bars and noticed they don't really change at all. Even if I was playing on a high ping connection, which I was the other day, the ping bar still stayed the same and said that I still had 100 or so ping to 50 ping. This is not true, because I should be around about 100 to 200, and yet it's told me it was about 100. I honestly do believe the matchmaking is pairing the wrong clients or wrong players together, causing high ping issues, which then causes the lag compensation to do funny things, because it's trying to compensate for delays that the game should have actually tried to remove, basically put players into the right lobbies. So there is something going on there, and this is where I feel most people are complaining about the time to kill being instant. The time to kill is pretty much the same as every single Call of Duty. It's stupidly fast with stupidly accurate guns, and as a result you die very, very quickly. The game, in many regards, is Call of Duty. You basically have to sit in one spot, or sit near one spot, and basically camp or stay very defensive and kill people, because you die so fast and because there are so many angles in which you can die. One thing I will say, for anyone who's curious away from this subject, is the fact that you can actually change the grain filter.
UAV on standby.
For whatever reason, Call of Duty has a grain filter which makes this game ugly and also slightly difficult to see people at range. You can disable this. I have no idea why they decided to add a massive amount of grey when it comes to this filter, but they did, and it's on by default. I have no idea why. The first bit of gameplay you're currently watching is this filter removed, and also with me trying to get up on Terminal. I still dislike Terminal, however this is probably one of the better renditions of Terminal if I'm honest with you. Okay, so we basically discussed everything people have been complaining about and going on about, which is the fact that time to kill is very Call of Duty like. The matchmaking is probably bought, and as a result it's skewing people's vision of the time to kill, and the fact that it is a stupid filter which makes no sense at all and makes the game very, very ugly indeed until people at range. Okay, that's pretty much my first impressions. There is nothing else really to say. There is nothing that stands out to me as being completely broken, annoying, or completely irritating. They've made some really minor changes and quality life adjustments, and that's it. On the kill count now, it shows you how many bullets it took to kill you, as well as if it was a headshot or not. Plus as well, they've also changed some of the hit marker sounds, which is slightly weird, but it's easy to get used to. There's been another quality of life change as well in regards to supply drops. You can now earn variants when it comes to the game instead of having to wait on random RNG loot. This is a welcome and good change in my opinion, although I still think the supply drop system and that system should be ditched. The game is very focused on linear progression, like all Call of Duties, once more. And I've now run out of things to say. Pretty much that's what, well, this is pretty much what Call of Duty is. It's a shooting gallery that's really easy and simple to use, as well as rewards players who don't have the best gun skill in the entire game or even awareness, and that's pretty much Call of Duty. I honestly don't think this is a bad game. I don't think it's a horrible game, and I feel that they've actually learnt some of their mistakes from the past, apart from the grain filter, which I have no idea why it even is default in the game, because it makes the game ugly and falls to the same problem Ghost had, and that is when you have a art style which is very difficult for players to see people at distance, players start to use stuff like thermal scopes and start to slow down, which is a bit weird given the movement system. Oh yeah, that's something else we can talk about. The movement system. The movement system and the maps feel okay, but here's the problem. They don't feel like they synergize together, which is just really weird, and I have no idea why they even kept the movement system in the game to begin with. If I'm honest with you, it feels like, and based on their design, they didn't actually really want it in the game. They forced it into the game because they pretty much ran out of time with everything else. And that's it. That's my first impressions. More Call of Duty, does Call of Duty well, and there's nothing really else to write home about.
UAV in your vicinity.
Yeah. I know some people will probably be disappointed at this and think, well, that's not really first impressions, but that's my honest opinion, and pretty much my impressions in a nutshell. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you again next time. I'll probably have more gameplay soon, as well as talking more about the matchmaking, because that is a rather interesting subject. However, I'm not an expert, so don't believe what I say. Thank you for watching, and once more, I will see you again next time. I look forward to playing more Instant Melt Call of Duty. Bye bye.
Mission success. Running diagnostics.
I thought the mission requirements were clear. New objectives have been issued.